do you, be yourself, and make sure that you love being yourself. And it's going to be roadblocks, it's going to be tribulations, but always remember this is a life experience. Accept the experience, appreciate the experience, and learn how to move on from things that don't serve you well, and find your journey, respect your journey, and love it.
What's good, people? What's good? Top of the do say? Nah, I go cuckoo. Oh man, hold on, cause this Discord gonna get on my nerves, man. Top do say people, make sure y'all hit the like button and y'all come in, man. Support your boy like always. Give y'all time to do that. Okay. What is on Twitter? All right. Also, while you at it, also well, make sure that you subscribe if you're new. Go ahead and click that button for your boy. All right, back. Okay, we good. All right, so man, like you said, it's just another Wednesday. I didn't know what the title was, so it is what it is. I ain't even got like something to even talk about. I'm just gonna be scrolling the internet, see what's going on while I got a chance. Trying to keep consistent with my streaming. Uh, like right now, it's like the year of the streamer. Like I don't know what happened with the shift in the atmosphere, or just like you know what I'm saying, just shift around in like entertainment as a whole. But ever since Cat Williams and Kendrick Lamar came out and did what they did, it's just like I don't know, it's a weird like feeling in the air. So it's like, streaming is something I want to do and get up on. And I be having like all these crazy thoughts going in my head, like, uh, oh, I might talk about that today. I seen a clip, I gotta find it, but I seen a clip of like a McDonald's where it's fully autonomous to the most part. It seemed like it's fully autonomous. Um, I just was mentioning about Tesla and seeing the self-driving truck with the Pepsi companies, stuff like that. Uh, what's tomorrow? I think tomorrow is the first game between the Pacers and the OKC, which a lot of people seem like they're not even hyped about it, but you know, um, like viewership wise, but yeah, we gonna see what's up though. Um, oh, I'm responding to a slow one. Oh, matter of fact, let me put him on a jumbotron. Oh, matter of fact, let me put him on the jumbotron because Casey's story. Let's give a little backstory in this situation. Um, we was talking about politics, which I'm not finna do right now, and one of the little discords, and we was talking about like independency, like you know we got multiple reports and multiple instances. Matter of fact, this is a great teaching moment. We got multiple situations where it's countless reports going on in the news about, you know, how the FDA and how certain things in the grocery store is harmful to your body. It's really not the food that you're eating, like a taco or you making hamburgers, something like that, that's killing you. It's actually the chemicals and the pesticides and the amount of artificial ingredients that's in these products. that's doing the most harm to you, from diabetes to health conditions, name the list. Um, I allegedly you've seen reports of like bread that's from different locations. I don't want to say the name of it because I don't know if it's true or not. Well, we're gonna say um sub down. You can fill in the gap. You know, it stated that their bread consisted of yoga mat material, stuff that yoga mats is made out of. People are eating it and using it as a bread, things of that nature. It's been countless times that it happening. Black Lightning, what's good, bro? What's going on? So, we was talking about that, and I was like, we know we become weak. We become as a society, not just a specific group of people, but just in general, we became weak because we allowed various entities and various people to dictate and govern how we even take care of our kids at this point. Like, you know, down to education, all the way down to the food that we put in our bodies every day. And I was like, why won't you take the initiative to do something about it? You know what I'm saying? Why are you complaining about what's at the groceries when you can, there's many alternatives out here that you can do to alleviate that issue, like farming your own farm, making your own farm and growing your own vegetables and stuff. Like me, my grandma, she even to this day has a garden. I've always played around in the garden, helping her grow her vegetables and stuff like that. And even to this day, I still go over there and buy and get stuff from over there. You know what I'm saying? When times is thick, I go over there and say, "Hey, grandma, let me get woo woo woo." You know, it was so much installed in us that my brother, you know what I'm saying? He took it a step further. He got his own joint. He even got a whole nice amount of acres. He got chickens, X, Y, and Z. And I was telling them about experiences that I had where, during the pandemic, everything was going haywire in the world. And, I was going to my brother's house to get eggs. You know what I'm saying? I showed videos of it, the whole shebang. Um, Me being over there with him, seeing how independent he was living with the living arrangement with the food and not having to worry about that. Him networking with the other neighbors around him. I found a whole butcher in the same neighborhood. I'm talking about you spend about $300, $400. You can come in here with a body cooler and he will cut up meat for you. You know what I'm saying? Get you all type of meat, get you situated, air dry it, air seal it up, put it in the deep freezer. You good for a whole year and just meats alone, if that's what you went to. And I was just like, we became too dependent on the government to dictate our homes, from the education system. Like, oh, y'all crying about, you know what I'm saying? They're taking this out of the history books, they're taking that out of the history books. And I'm like, they never told you your full history in the beginning, in the first place. Why are you crying about something that they never was teaching you the right thing about in the first place? You should have been taking that initiative. If it's hurt you that bad, you should take the initiative to teach and educate your kids about the real history of your people and your ancestors and how America really is as a whole, if you really want to get into it. But, people bash me for it. Then, with the farming situation, it came from, oh, he ain't got no farm, or he ain't got people that got farms. And then when I showed the pictures, oh, he ain't got this and he ain't doing that. And then all of a sudden it said, oh, everybody ain't got a vertical farm. Everybody ain't got a farm. Everybody don't have land to grow their own groceries, or fruits and vegetables. And it's like, and when you come with a solution, it's like, dude, you don't have to have it. You can get around people that do have it and support them. Why support places like Walmart, Jewels, these other grocery stores, big multi-million dollar grocery stores, and all they doing is feeding you food that harm you. You getting food that got red dye in it that's causing all type of issues with kids, diabetes with sugar. Why continue to throw your money at something that's killing you, that's giving you a slow death in the beginning, in the first place? Why wouldn't you go and invest and support local people that you know that have farms and things of that nature? Okay, cool. You don't have that around you. I'm telling you, I know people. We can figure out a way to ship it to you. We can vacuum seal it, put it in a cooler, mail it, one day deliver it out to you, and you get access to it. With today's society and technology, you have multiple ways of doing things without having excuses. But that's all I was met with. Instead of people, coming up with solutions and ways to solve the problem, all I was hearing was nothing but the problem. And then I mentioned vertical farming, which became the talk of the town. And it became the running joke, but it's a dumb joke. It shows the mentality of the people that I'm hanging around. Because I'm like, dude, you don't even need acres to even grow food anymore. Technology has advanced so much to the point where, you know what I'm saying, you can literally make a farm out of a couple containers, and they was looking at me like I was crazy, like, who got room to do that? Like now you ain't got a closet space or a extra room or something. Like you ain't got no room in your house whatsoever to just do vertical farming now all of a sudden. So that's what I'm saying. Like people just like to complain about stuff. And then when you come with solutions, you get mad. I showed them a video of an individual, this dude from Chicago, I might add. He took a trailer, he took a semi truck trailer and a container and created a whole vertical farm in the back of it. Like it's a mobile farming. He goes around and sell products. Like, hold on, let me pull it up. Do you know anything about Project 2025? I know a little bit about it personally, but I don't know all of it. I don't know the full extent of Project 2025. The most I know about it is the whole thing that everybody really, they only focused on the policing aspect of Project 2025, was saying that, you know, local law will have access to violate people rights. There- But I don't know the full extent of it. Hold on, Black Light, you said people have to start growing our own food. I've been saying it, but it's been the talk of the town. It's been the joke, laughing stock since I said it. Like I said, I came with solutions to a problem that people was trying to complain about, and it became a joke. I mentioned the vertical farming, which is another source that you can do. You can have limited space, a couple of containers, and get some I think it was PVC piping, like the plumbing piping, and you can literally make a farm vertical. You can grow vertical things that needed to be in the ground horizontal. You can make it vertically, and they also have a facility. I'm already right. Man, you know what? Let me just show it to you. It's a facility that they was doing vertical farming in. Like this is where I found it from, and got my information from it. I haven't did it personally because I don't, you know what I'm saying? I got my brother. Like I have somebody that's into this that already do it with a passion. I'm not passionate with it like that, but he does, and my grandma does. So even my girl got her own, you know, stuff in her own yard that she makes. Let me see here. Is this? Yeah, this is it. Okay, so vertical farming is real. You know, I ain't got to show that much to about it. I want to show you the video that I seen because this is the new trend. It was like everyone was complaining about the farmers losing their land and their acres, and it's like, you know, does that suck? Absolutely, but there also are solutions out here. Uh, There are also solutions out here so that you don't have to depend on that as well. Yeah, yeah, you go. At home. Let's do that. This the one that I seen. But I saw another one where it looked like a stadium warehouse, but this is just a little bit of it. Oh, there you go. I forgot to add the audio too. So you see what they did? They took it was like a big PVC and put it in a pottery bowl, and then they just had the water trickle down into the soil, and it's growing the vegetables. So it limits space. It gives you more opportunity to grow various fruits and vegetables in a closed environment. You ain't got to worry about it being outside, receiving pesticides, none of that harmful stuff. He said no preservation. Yeah, they don't. The Amish chickens is fantastic. I just saw a video a couple weeks ago of the Amish people. Literally, they one dude was saying he was building a back porch. They did it within 1 day. It was something that would have took people like 3, 4 days, a contractor to do for 3, 4 days. They did it in like literally one whole day. I seen over 800, allegedly 800 Amish men lift up a farm and move it 12 feet, 12 to 14 feet by themselves with no equipment. Like the Amish has always had it right. I don't care what nobody say, how y'all believe about their beliefs or whatever the case may be. But when it comes to that independence and being able to do stuff like a man and women and control what goes into their body and not taking all that harmful chemicals, bro, they got it down packed, bro. Hands down, they are like they gonna be here longer than everybody else. You know what I'm saying? So hold on, let me talk to Dum Dum real quick on the Twitter Spaces because this is what I got to deal with on a time to time basis when I'm dealing with certain people. So hold on, let me see. And I like entertaining them now. I'm gonna start putting them on the jumbotron with stuff like this. So okay, so yeah, here you go right here. Man at my good old business. And here you go, Z tagging me in some stuff talking about so how's that farming coming along? As if, oh my God, that's really like hurting me. And it goes with this. It said they're shutting down programs that benefit Black Americans left and right, but niggas was celebrating some pardons. We are beyond cooked. Okay. Oh boy, I love doing this sometimes. I'm gonna start doing this more often though. This is what gives me joy when I have to deal with ignorance like this. So I post because imagine I just had a good old update. I said it's phenomenal. Me and my family, thank you for asking. You still crying that the government ain't taking care of you. We got some nice strawberry. That's my girl, got some nice strawberries in her little spot. Then we just filled it up and had some new updates, you know what I'm saying? Making the house look good. Something like this idiot comes and say, yeah, how is that vertical farming? And he shows me this mess. He shows me this, which is cool. Like, hey, salute, salute. You get the picture. Yes, absolutely. Stop depending and going to grocery stores and then worrying about people putting pesticides in your food. You ain't got to complain about it. So, like, A crime about the government not giving you something you can do for yourself. Wait, very simple. Like, I don't like, dude, this ain't a competition. This ain't competition. It's like, how is that vertical farming? I never said I had a vertical farm, I might add. So there are solutions. You don't have to complain about not having something when you're able to do it for yourselves. Like, I don't know why that's hard to read or hard to understand, but I know drugs is a hell of a. The DARE program was real. You know what I'm saying? Say no to drugs, kids. Say no to drugs. Well, anywho, um, so yeah, I'm sitting there just dealing with that whole deal. And I show solutions, I show situations where, you know, there's people out here that have done this, and you don't have to depend on the government to take care of you and your family. Let me see if they got the article where Buddy did that to his the vertical farming in Chicago. Let me see. It was a let me see, it was a trailer. Trailer. Let me see. Here you go. I think this was 2 years ago. The man took a 18-wheeler semi truck trailer and converted it into a vertical farm. His name is Derek Drake. So it's like you seeing it, you witnessing it full scale. You got people out here that's not depending on others to take care of something they can do themselves. And we need to get back to that, honestly. We've been so pacified into allowing other people to do stuff for us that you got people out here crying like little babies, or you know whining and having a tissy fit when they start taking stuff away from you that you can do for yourself. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't have to worry about or depend on Robert Kennedy Jr., to come out and make an announcement that they removing harmful chemicals out of foods and tackling issues with the FDA and stopping SNAP benefits for allowing you to buy junk food that's not beneficial to your body, mind, or spirit. Like, why should I have to worry about an announcement to do something I know that's not good for me? But ignorant people gonna be ignorant people. But anywho, I wanted to talk about this McDonald's situation real quick. I was looking at the OKC game and the Pacers game. I wanted to see like little highlights. I'm probably gonna get to that in a little bit. Um, I know you can't do like sports betting or spat betting, but I'm looking at some stats to see if I'm going to, make a little you dig parlay or whatever. But not recommending it of age, you know what I'm saying? Not encouraging people to do it. But let me see this. Let me see, what was it called? I don't even know what to look for. Uh, Dang, hold on. Let me see. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Hold on one moment. I need to find this video of that McDonald's. Hold on. He said Robert Kennedy and the whole Trump regime sucks. Hey, call it how you want, but I know I'm not here to argue that. If that's your opinion, that's your opinion. I just know they pulled out the red dyes out of food, which people have been complaining about that being chemically messed up for a long time. People have been complaining and making observation that other government foods that's in the United States have way more ingredients than other foods in other countries, and why are those countries removing these said ingredients and still enjoying the same foods that we have? Why do we have so much? And y'all trying to preserve this stuff on the shelves for longer time frame than what it's supposed to. Um, the fluoride incident that occurred, they said that they needed to either take out or lower the amount of fluoride because it's harmful to pregnant women and the baby due to the fact that the individual doesn't have any control of how the amount of fluoride that's going into the body. What else did he have in the process of doing? The SNAP benefit situation where they're removing junk food and candies out of the foods. You got companies out here right now reverting and taking ingredients out because of him bringing awareness to it. So, like I said, I'm not here to bash the individual. I'm here to support the actions that's coming behind it. Years for years, we've been dealing with these situations, and why all of a sudden it took this individual or this regime to come out and start putting some work into it. Yeah, even Canada has better quality than us. Hey, there you go, Black Light. That's what I'm saying. How the heck are we dealing with so much stuff, but outside of the United States, other countries don't have these issues when it comes to foods. And if they do, you don't hear about it. You got two things that's going for you. Either one, you don't see it, you don't see the chemicals in those said foods, or two, you don't hear about them having these same issues that we're having when it comes to obesity, especially being, a person of color, obesity, diabetes, you're not seeing these issues. So something must be going on. And just because Robert Kennedy and whoever he is bringing this to the forefront, I don't have an issue with it. That's my thing. That's the only thing that I tout about. I don't care about, I keep telling people, I don't care about the individual. I don't care about them. I care about what they do that's going to help my family and others in the long run. Outside the vertical farming stuff, it's like whatever. Stock market went down. I was able to get some in the Nvidia situation and get some stocks in this and that, and my portfolio is looking better than ever. I wasn't worried about the eggs not being in the grocery store. I could take a 25-minute drive and I'm at my brother's house and we good to go. I didn't skip a beat. You feel me? I've been taking my daughters to Barnes and Nobles to God knows how long. I can literally come in here and show you books of all type of books, digital and physical. I'm not sitting here complaining about what they're doing because they're going to do what they're going to do regardless. But I'm going to, for damn sure, protect mine. Best way fit, point blank and period. That's why all the stuff that's going on, it doesn't matter to me. I don't care about the person. I care about the policies that's in play. I don't know how many times I got to tell people that. But either here nor there. Hold on real quick though. Okay, one moment. Think I found it. The darn autonomous store. Because I saw this video. It was a dude. Is this it right here? Let me see. He was at a location and literally it was like empty in the inside. And the only thing was there was a kiosk machine and like a little bathroom area and maybe a maintenance area for people to check stuff out. And then if you go in the drive-through, of course you already talking to the intercom. That's AI already. And then with whatever order you make, it drops like a chute, an arm chute, and drop the food in like a little arm chute. You lift it up and you take your food out. Like these jokers is replacing jobs left and right. Hold on, let me see. Let me see if this is it. This is just research purposes, so please don't ban me. I'm just reacting to what I'm seeing. I hope that's the right disclaimer you need to use in these type of situations. I hope that's the right disclaimer that you use in these situations. Sounds like a Japanese restaurant. Man, facts. But that's the thing too, Black Lightning. And I'm glad we, talking about it right now. Bro, United States ain't doing nothing but mimicking other countries right now. If you want to see, and this is what I've been using. And again, this is not financial advice. This is just me speaking on how I see things. When I start noticing, if you want to notice the direction that the US is going for its future, go look at China, go look at Japan. Look at their infrastructure. Look at how their economy is operating. Everyone is not using cash. Majority of the people are using their cell phones, i.e., the situation why the government passed a law stating that if you take someone else's phone or you have someone's phone in your possession without consent, I think it's deemed as a felony because of how much sensitive information is going to be in your phones and your devices. Where in China, they make all their transaction face recognition. You can go into a store, show your face, scan, boom, you out the store. They take the credit out your account. I was seeing a video where if you had driver tickets or a warrant or something like that, they put on a billboard in the expressway when they scan the vehicles. Excuse me, they would put your face on the billboard and you would get arrested. Let's say your car get stranded on the road. They have drones that come out on the highway, drive over, see the incident, lay out the situation, call medical attention, the tow company, whoever they need to aid and assist you on the highway. They got fingerprint scanners for doors for going into your home, your apartment and your homes. Like, if you want to see where America is going, look at China, look at Japan, and then you implement and try to find that with the companies that's in the stock market. Again, not financial advice. This is just what I do. So, um, even with the prison system, that situation with that individual and what they did was sending them to El Salvador. What was the next thing that followed up behind it? We're going to start shipping U.S. citizens who have crazy criminal records. We're going to start doing the same thing with them. They're trying to set that up like how London having it. I think like Europe had it. I'm not 100%. I still got to do my research on it, but with their prison system, it's like, fam, bro, it's like dorms. But it's, they like chilling. They can come and go as they please inside this facility. And it's not like a dictatorship. You know what I'm saying? It's not slavery in a sense. Because that's all prison is. It's just the updated version to slavery. All due respect, it is what it is. If you get found convicted for a crime, all of your rights are stricken from you. That's the reason why the prison can put you to work doing labor for these companies for pennies on the dollar. That's what it is. So, um, I ain't even go down that rabbit hole, but let me see if this is what I was looking at. Uh, let me see. Oh boy. But yeah, I would look at stuff like the face scanning. So let me see. Da, 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 da. No, feed America's faces challenge from inflation. No, this ain't it. This ain't it. Oh, here we go. This is it. That's it right there. Hold on. Do I want to be gonna show the whole video though? Oh, there you go. So yeah, this is the inside. That first part is the driveway where you saw the little bag come out and push it out. This right here is the actual inside. Right when you come to the door, you greeted with a kiosk machine. Like, literally these shelves right here is where the food is put down. So it's like maybe it's it ain't all the way autonomous, but is you see clearly there ain't a lot of staff members nowhere near in here. I mean employers, not staff members. He said happiness fits in a bag. And look, and you see it, it don't say like the dine-in area no more, nothing like that. It just says takeaway and drive through. That's it, that's all. None of the you meet and greet by a whole human that meets you at the register, take your order. None of that. They maybe have people in the back that's making the food or monitoring, looking over the food being made. But other than that, nothing else. And you probably got some IT guys in there that fix some stuff to make sure that it's up and running accordingly. But other than that, you don't see not a human in sight, even through the drive-through. Like, and this is you. That's what I was trying to explain to my girl too, because I was like, the alarming part about this is like, you know, kids that's going. I still got little kids, 8, 9 years old, stuff like that. By the time they get to the stage of them getting a work permit to even try to get out here and get work experience or get some form of money in their pocket that they want to be self-efficient, there ain't going to be any jobs for them to get. These are the jobs they're replacing. You know what I'm saying? I saw autonomous lawnmower that you can just have and it'll cut your grass for you with no problem. Now you got the restaurants being taken over. They got delivery vehicles that can drop off your food without no person in the car. Even the Uber situation. Tesla just announced on I think it's this month in Texas they doing the self-driving vehicles where if you got the newest version of the Tesla that don't have the steering wheel, you just have the screen in the seats in the front, you can put it in drive mode and it'll go pick up people while you work and you get paid from them pickups. And I believe Tesla get a percentage from that also. If you got the updated version of the Teslas, I don't know which model you need. It's an upgrade on the car that allows your previously owned Tesla to go into self-driving mode and pick up people. Now you can make bread with while you at work or you at sleep or whatever the case may be, at home chilling. Your car can go out and make money for you. You can pimp your car out, literally. And your car will go get you some bread while you at home chilling after you didn't work the 9 to 5 or something. It's like right now we are at a pivotal moment. Pivotal. Um, they were just talking about Palantir, this company that that's heavy with the AI data, and they're about to they rolling with the government. So again, not financial advice, but you might want to do your research. Go do your research on Palantir and look at what they're doing right now currently because they at a reasonable price. Bro, I've been preaching the same thing since 2020, since all this stuff started occurring, and I got my what you want to say rude awakening about stuff that was going on. And if you want to call it that. I said, bro, when this election period was over with and whoever got in the office, I said what I said and I've been saying it ever since. Get low, build you a LLC, stack your bread, and get out the way. Right now it's stacking season. Don't go on no vacations. Don't do no dumb frivolous spending. Don't be out here just buying stuff just to be buying it. Don't go kick it at the club. Find you one lady if you can. Don't be out here tricking on the women. Get low, stack your bread, and I promise you, start investing in your education about AI, cybersecurity. data centers, Bitcoin, cryptocurrency. Get in tune with this stuff, with this as much as you can, because this is the turning point in life. Like they already showing you is either the half or the half nots. Ain't no middle ground. Don't go for the banana in the tailpipe with them telling you, oh, you know, the middle class. Ain't no middle class. And niggas, either you got it or you don't. Either you rich, wealthy, or you just poor. Ain't nothing else. Ain't nothing else to talk about. Because I'm telling you, nobody is here to give you a handout. It ain't happening. It wasn't happening before, and it's for damn sure not happening now. You have to bet on yourself and the people around you that's like-minded. And the jokes, like I said, the whole vertical farming thing, bro, the joke is the joke. I love it. It's funny. But when you start seeing some seriousness in the behind it because of how people operate and they like, fam, trust me, I'm way more better off than you are. I'm not sitting here running to social media crying about what they taking away from me because they ain't taking nothing from me. They can't. I already alleviated and fixed that issue and put and moved on to something else. So the jokes is the jokes, but in all sincerity, like yo, get on your P's and Q's out here. I'm trying to tell y'all, I'm not trying to be preachy. I'm just calling it what it is. I've tried to help people with all type of stuff before. I've never been a person to gatekeep anything, any knowledge that I know of anything. I let them know. I don't care. But it's up to you to use what I tell you. That's how I've always been. That's how I carry myself. So, but it's crazy out here. The jobs that you think are secure, they not secured anymore. You know, the job that you probably went out and dropped blood, sweat, and tears for just to get a degree in is not good anymore. They already calling in arms right now. They saying, hey, if you going back to school or you thinking about going back to school for anything, you need to be going for a vocational class. Plumbing, HVAC, electrician, any of these jobs is what they're looking for right now. Cybersecurity is a good one too. Anything dealing with networking and data. Hey, don't sit here and play around because you're going to turn around, you're going to look, and life is going to beyond pass you by. Like, this ain't an ICDC moment where I'm out here trying to be preachy. I'm trying to tell you, right now is a pivotal moment. It's all about either you, like I said, it's going to be the have or the have nots. You're either going to be rich or wealthy, or you just going to be poor and stagnant. That's up to you. Already see they revamping. It ain't even a revamp in a sense. It's just you individuals been on the internet snitching on themselves for so much, for so long. They took the opportunity to take those people snitching on themselves, they took that opportunity to focus themselves on that, to remove it and adjust it accordingly. That's all that's happening. So all the people that's been bragging, oh, I done did mukbangs and I'm eating shrimp and lobsters and I ain't have to pay a dime for it. I got all this stuff on Snap. My kids eating good and you seeing Funyuns and Skittles and Pepsis and all this crazy mess. You snitched on yourself, man. You went on social media trying to brag and get some views. Oh, I just went on a vacation and all my Section 8 helped me out and paid for everything. I didn't pass Section 8 to my kids. All that bragging on the internet has caught up to you. The chickens that came home to roost, they want their money. They want reparations. That's all. That's it. That's all. Hold on. My bad. I'm at work. I'm at zombie land. So, let me see. So with that being said, man, let's move on to something else. Sound like that you can rap. Okay. But what else they got? Cause y'all got me out here looking all preachy and stuff, and I ain't trying to be preachy. Like I said, bro, try to help niggas out, man. They gonna do what they want to do. But I want to look at this OKC game. So what I do when I'm looking at certain things, I look at the stats, and they only played one time this year. That's gonna be alarming. Oh, great. Hold on, let me go check. Is it one time? Yeah, one time this year. Yeah, they had a few games last year. Pacers for the most part. They only had like 4 games? Dang. Oh, that's crazy. It's been 50-50, so but with the roster update, they only played one game. Oh boy. Hmm. That's what I'm saying. Who do y'all think gonna win in here? I like what he did, Aaron did on Bronson. The first like 2 games of the Knicks game, he played great defense. He's really this is like my first year actually paying attention to the NBA again. So some of these guys is new to me, but I like his defense on Bronson. Bronson was still getting off, don't get me wrong. He was still dropping, man, going crazy, but key pivotal plays, his defense and his ability to get up on screens and get away from the play up on the screens definitely was beneficial in a couple games. Plus, in one of them games, that boy went off and hit like 5 threes, just went crazy. So yeah, he always gonna do what he do. Feel me? Yeah, he ain't do too much on the floor. You shot to 5 threes from that. Okay, he only made one, but he was still shooting. Even though it was 3 heavy. I like it more when he got fast court open lane play. Uh and center he was kind of huff. He wasn't playing too efficient. Miles Turner. He went off a couple times that I noticed in the Knicks games, but at the end, the last 3 or 4 games, yeah, he was questionable. He was definitely questionable. He already got a good chance though this time. He ain't playing against Bronson because Bronson was going off on him too. He was just killing him in the paint with them post fades. He was killing Buddy. And he's just wishy-washy 50-50. That boy's shot, it throws me off every time. Like I ain't even gonna joke with you. But it be times where you think he about to go off, he'll have a good game and then he won't. He'll just have a great assist game. So and I want to see how they play against each other. Like, well, okay, was they able to stop Alec? No, they definitely didn't. 31 minutes, he gave him 33 points. They did not stop this boy, Shea Alexander. They definitely did not. He 3 for 6. He went 50-50 from the 3-point line. So he was pulling comfortably. uh, Majority of his points is in the mid range. His mid range area is bro 90 overall. That boy got Hall of Fame mid range specialist. They is not messing with this man when he get into this area, this point area. It is crazy what he be doing in here. Uh, yeah. Look at that, like 10-23. Free throws is 10-12. Pretty good. And he's 50-50 from the 3-point line. One steal, 8 assists. 7 rebounds. Like, come on, man. They probably got a good little squad here. He only got you 4 points. Okay. Jalen Williams. Okay. Jalen Williams came through. Three ball wasn't all that, but oh, he didn't show up in the Knicks game. I mean, not the Knicks game. He didn't really show up in that Minnesota game, but apparently, dang, he went 6 or 7 from the three. Jesus, 2 assists and one steal. It was a good game, but Jesus, 6 or 7. Is he gonna be consistent with that? That's the $1 million question. And where the heck is Chat? They didn't have Chat. Chat was injured. So okay, that is a big play right there. They didn't have Chat. Chat been playing good. He been giving you like 15, which is a good thing. Oh, okay. So what Kelson Wilson was giving him, that's what Chat probably gonna do. Because he was his replacement. One block, two steals, three assists. So I need to probably look at Chat for blocks and maybe 15 points. 10 to be comfortable. 10 is the safe bet, and maybe one block. Not even maybe, it's definitely gonna be a block. And he got a 3-point too, so Chat can actually hit that three also. So I probably get him for 1-3 because he gonna play some minutes. He just won't be playing 30 minutes though. They probably cut him down to like maybe half of that. Yeah, he probably get half because they're gonna keep as can't even say his name. Harsenstein in. They're gonna keep him in. Uh what did Alex Caruso? 2 steals. He got some rebounds, 5 rebounds. Jesus. Hmm. So yeah, it's a different ball game now, especially with them and the Pacers. They ain't got like a cat that can drive and really get them points when they want to. A cat was, especially on the off-ball dribble. Shepard gave him 10 though, 22 minutes. How many threes? He's a problem. He came in was pulling two for six, and then he only got one rebound. Thomas Bryant gave him 12 minutes. Hmm. Okay, this is gonna be interesting game. Let me check the highlight real quick. Let me check it. I want to talk about that too. That's something crazy going on with them. They got them boys back outside, man. The Clips back. All right, let me see. What y'all think Greek Freak going, man? It's just the highlights, you know what I'm saying? I don't like watching the highlights. It don't tell you the full game. I just want to throw that out there, but I didn't watch the game, so that's all I got right now. That right there, that's gonna be the key right there. Them pick and roll drives. If they utilize that, yeah. 'Cause that's what Cat no, was that Cat? Yeah, that was Cat and not Cat, Mitch Robinson. Mitch Robinson and Bronson was doing. That is a key, that's a pivotal play. Switches with the center gonna be killers. Them high switches with the center gonna be a kill. I already see what they're gonna Shea Alexander them gonna be doing the switches with the center. Yeah, yeah, that's gonna be an issue. Them screens gonna hurt them boys, especially if they pulling off the dribble like that off the screen. Yeah, that's gonna be a problem. But Shea and them got a nice little offense with them though. If they can do them high screens and switch off with the center, yeah, yeah, buddy. Come on, man, dang. I like this matchup. It's might gonna be a decent. Boy kept doing the under the basket, like baseline reverse layup, and he was killing them at least for like 2 to 3 games before they finally caught on to what he was doing, bro. It was he played like the buddies that was the 9 to 5 hooper that come from work and they just got like a couple games they want to run before they got to go back to the office. That's how he play, bro. Yo, yo, some of these plays, yo, what's yo, it's got busy hands. They are always throwing them hands out through the passing lane. Any attempt to make a pass, any fumble on the dribble, you got like 3, 4 hands in your face trying to get that ball away. Pause. Like, yeah, them dudes on them. Oh no, caught that stuff on them. Huh. Oh, that is fire. Yeah, this gonna be a good little fast-paced game. I see. This is definitely gonna be a fast-paced situation. Situation. Man, come on. These commercials, man. Nobody care about Home Depot, man. Y'all out here selling bootleg. Man, Juju Watson, boy, man. I hope she get well soon, man. That's hurt when she seen it. She dropped the ACL injury, man. Plays or scores off of steals or transition steals or stuff like that. Just mainly playing offense. If the person miss, they miss. We get our drive, we go and get our score. So very high pace. They taking the ball in, running it up and down the court. So they, young. It's gonna be above 230 in scoring for the finals. But that's what I got. I was checking out this Pusha T GQ interview, and it just amazes me because a lot of people ain't even talking about it. But the situation where he said, "Oh, wait, hold on, I didn't see this." Hold on, you said Cat, aka Big Purr, the black. He's at New York. Shay going to be flopping up a storm doing this game. Yeah, man, he was looking crazy. I saw one of them clips when he elbowed Buddy in the neck. I was like, "Geez, bruh, what are we doing?" Or who was that? Who was that? Daniel from the Wolves. They pushed him in the back. Like, yeah, come on, man. Y'all gonna play honor up ball, or we gonna be sitting here crying and doing all this 1-2 mess that we doing. So yeah, they got a situation going on right now with them personally, with Shay. But he let me see. I think he gonna be the face of the NBA. And with him being the face, he gonna be getting a lot of glory calls. He gonna be getting the favorite on from the refs, in my opinion. I ain't got no proof of this. It's just me stating how I'm feeling about the situation because of what I seen. It's kind of like obvious too to the point because it's like, bro, some of them fouls were not fouls. Clearly was flopping. I blame LeBron James. I don't care what nobody else say. Holly Berry himself. He can't. The man got a compilation clip of how much flopping he did, and the newer generation of gamers. I mean, not gamers. The newer generation of NBA players, picked up on it. You know what I'm saying? They started practicing they flops, and this what we got in the NBA right now. Ja Morant was getting the calls, and after that whole infamous situation with the Pum Pum thing and all that stuff, they moved away from him. Ant-Man already told y'all what it is with him. He ain't trying to be the face of nothing. His baby mom situation he got going on, so he ain't trying to be the face of nothing at all. The Joker, as much as people love him and his stats shows like he's very skilled for the big man, he's not marketable. It's just what it is. In my opinion, he's not very marketable, especially that was seen after they won the championship. I think my prediction with the Pacers versus OK, I think Shea Alexander and the Thunder gonna win it. It ain't gonna be a blowout. Um, I think they're gonna drag this out as long as possible with the games. Uh, unless he gets injured, I say the Thunder is going to win this at the end of the day. And Shea Alexander is going to be the face of the NBA going into the next season. Won the MVP, and then turn around and finna win him a championship. It is what it is. I don't think what's his name, Tyrese Halliburton got enough firepower in him. I know, they did the whole survey thing. They put a fire behind his back, and he came out torching people. Cool, great, fine, but I don't think there's gonna be enough for the finals. Them last, man, how many? I want to say the last two games of the Knicks game showed me enough I need to know about him. Like he's great player, efficient, but when it was time to show up, when they very much needed him, it was kind of like he was just coasting a little bit. So he wasn't showing what I thought he was gonna show. And that's why he didn't get the MVP. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion on it. But I think the Thunder's gonna win it, to win the whole thing. So we'll see, man. But yeah, Pusha T, I was checking out this GQ magazine situation, and because the Clips is back. They was talking about they talk about a whole bunch of stuff, but the Ye situation is what caught my attention the most because I gotta say it. If ain't nobody else gonna say it, I gotta say it because um people is like walking on eggshells about it, in my opinion. But I ain't heard nobody else speak about it, so I don't know what they saying. Ye messed up. Ye fumbled the bag when it came to good music. And having Pusha T as one of your main enforcers in that situation that was going on with the Clips and the UMG and Kanye being attacked by Drake, his Kanye West obsession with Drake is what destroyed good music, in my opinion. And I'm gonna tell you why. And because I don't want to say like I've been a hip hop connoisseur, but I've been around, I've observed, I watched, I looked, and it was a lot going on. But for whatever reason, when it was wartime, Kanye West wanted to play second fiddle when you had one of the main hitters that was ready to tear scorch earth for you, ready to go on go time. And it showed. Story out of dog. We come on, man. We know what it is, man. And it kind of steals back to the whole situation, and it always goes back to the UMG and the record label thing. So if you don't know, he came out and said, "Hey, the album that they about to drop now, sort them out, let God sort them out." Supposed to release last year. Reason why it didn't release last year is because one of the songs, I think it's called "Whips and Chains." I could be wrong with the title. I just know it's a Ye feature. I mean, not a Ye feature, a Kendrick feature. And UMG and mainly Def Jam wanted him to take it off because he was on Def Jam record label at the time. He refused to do it. He said, "No, bro, it's countless clips of Pharrell, Pusha. They didn't did features with each other. They got a mutual respect for each other. They love each other's talent. They love what they bring to the table when it comes to music." So when they wanted him to take that verse off, he said no. He refused. They canceled or delayed the album. I can't really say they canceled and delayed because they never gave an announcement. But I guess they slowed everything down on it, and um, he ended up I know all of we knew that Malice was back. No Malice was back, and the Clips was talking about dropping. It was a rumor, but it was nothing set in stone. Uh, he ended up, I guess, before they can try to shelve it or whatever the case may be, they got into a legal dispute. Pusha T goes and just pays 7 figures and get out his label. He like, I'm out for Def Jam. We out. Deuces. Uh, this is man, like this dude play in the shadows like no other, and it's crazy. Jay-Z picks it up. Now, if you go look at the album, God Sort 'Em Out, Let God Sort 'Em Out, you look at the back, it says distribution by Rock Nation. So, but if you know, Jay-Z and Pusha T has always had like a weird dynamic with their relationship. Like they had a mutual respect for each other, but we never really got like music collabo from them really that I know of. Um, Pusha is known to saying, "Hey, the throwaway beats that Jay Z don't pick, he grab them and he go demolish on them." You know what I'm saying? Since the Wrath of Cain, like the boy Push one of them. I don't care what y'all talk about his drug references and all that mess. That's all he speak about. No, that boy is one of them. It's the way he deliver it. It's the way he flipped them verses around it. He's one of them, and No Malice is just the bro. Just go listen to the new that new song they dropped, and you will see why No Malice, the ace trumps. You will see why No Malice is who he is, bro. Just off that, man. I don't even want to talk about it, but and then you putting him with the for real beats, and he got that dark his version of dark hip hop beat going on, his producing going on, bro. I can't wait for this album. I done already pre-ordered. I got my vinyl, my merch, bro. I can't wait. But back to Kanye West, and the reason why I say he messed up because of his fixation on Drake. He didn't say anything about it in his GQ magazine. He just said that, you know, he lost respect for him. I'm paraphrasing, but he lost respect for him. Pusha lost respect for him as a man because of how he carried himself with certain situations. And it was mainly because of the Drake deal. It's like, dude, we at war. You the head chief for good music. Nigga, we gotta line up hitters over here. Bro, good music had a roster that was crazy. Fam, you had Pusha T, you had Tiana Taylor, you had Two Chains, you had Kid Cudi, you have Big Sean, all under the same umbrella. And not to mention, you had Sci the fucking Prince, No Dope on Sundays, all under the same umbrella. And the pivotal moment of you in this situation colliding with Drake for whatever reason, what was going on, women, money, whatever, the respect level, whatever. The pivotal moment where it was time for go time, you crumble because you admire or you adore or something, some fixation about Drake destroyed all of that. And you anybody in a record label, especially when you having a record label or a group, you only as strong as the leader is only as strong as the people that's behind them. And the moment Pusha T seeing who he was dealing with and seeing his characteristics of him and what he was doing, his mannerisms, he lost respect. You lost your general. Everything else fell from the wayside. Push was ready to go, and you had one of the greatest people ready to go for you, nigga. You ain't even have to write. All you gotta do is sit there and do what Kanye West do that's best. Drop amazing beats, produce amazing songs, and he was gonna give you everything. He was gonna give out their issue. Pusha T was gonna give them niggas they issue over that OVO camp with Drake and Lil Wayne them, because they beef stems back all the way back to the Clips when they was originally formed with Pharrell about the whole bait situation and who was mimicking whose style. So, and it's kind of ironic now that fast forward into Future and you see where the dynamics like you see where Wayne them at, and then you see where Pharrell and Clips at. Like, bro, they are brand ambassadors to Louis Vuitton out there in Paris on the runway. I think they just dropped some he in the process of dropping some Louis Vuitton shoes for real. He had a bag set, like they doing they want to in the fashion scene. And then Lil Wayne is doing the rollout of his album, but I don't hear nothing much about Lil Wayne into fashion like that. But neither here nor there. Is again, you can just look at how the cars land and see who was doing what and what who was originally with this stuff. It is what it is. It's kind of like the whole situation with like Jay-Z and Benny Siegel and Dame. You know, Jay wasn't into fashion like that, but Benny Siegel had the ideas, and Dame was the one that was dropping them. And he came out with his Dame collection, and you see where Sean John went. I mean, not Sean John, Rockefeller went. The clothing line. So neither here nor there. But it was a good it's a good joint. Definitely check it out. It seemed like ever since he did what he did with Drake, Kendrick, and Cat came out and did what they did for the industry, it's like a massive shift in entertainment right now. And the battle and the clashes is coming out right now. Drake is posting something about Iceman. Hold on, let me see. Let me see. He talking about he about to become the Iceman. Uh, he says Drake album is rumored to be released as the Iceman with the expectation day of summer 2025. Take that with a grain of salt. Hold on, let me see. Oh, here it go. Is this it? Yeah. So, they talking about it's the reference from they thinking this. Well, people making jokes of it, but some people are saying this is probably the reference of the Iceman that was the mob guy that used to. I remember the documentary I seen about him. I can't remember his name. I just know he was a mob guy from New Jersey, from what I remember. He used to he was an assassin, he used to, unalive people. He got his name because he used to freeze the bodies in various coolers. And when they found it, they couldn't determine the time of death because the bodies were frozen. He also, I remember one part of the scene which was funny. Also, he used to wear cologne or perfume and put it under his nose when he was doing these acts, so he can hide the stench. X, Y, Z. I think he ended up getting caught because he confessed. I think it was that either he got caught and he confessed, or he confessed. They didn't catch him and he confessed it himself. One of the two. But he ended up pretty much talking about all the bodies that he had, which was crazy within itself. But yeah, so Iceman is supposed to be coming back outside. My thing is this though, because everybody think he gonna come and try to attack Drake. And I mean not Drake, Kendrick. And I've been trying to tell people from the start, like this situation that's going on, it has nothing really to do with Kendrick. It has more so his issue has more to do with the record label and the person that's behind the record label, and it's not UMG, it's not Lucius Grain, even though he do have his tidbit with them. His main protagonist, his main opponent that he has issues with, and a lot of people ain't paying attention to it, is Jay-Z. Is Jay-Z. And oh man, how do I break this down? Why looking crazy? Um, this goes back to like title. And the antics that Drake and Kanye West did when when Jay-Z tried to get Tidal up and going, and it's the infamous video or the infamous picture where he had everybody that was signed like record label wise on the stage, and they were signing up to be partnership and have a percentage of Tidal. And it was like Nicki Minaj, J. Cole, Beyonce, Ye, all of them. And this was around the time they could have disrupted the whole entire music industry from under the typical RCAs, the UMGs, the Def Jam. They could have disrupted the whole entire record label with distribution and everything under the umbrella of Tidal, and the catalyst, because yeah, the catalyst, the key that they really needed behind them was Drake at the time, because of how much he was just demolishing commercial music. Like, he was everywhere. You couldn't turn the radio on without seeing Drake featured on somebody's album. Even to the point where if you had a new artist, you put Drake on there, the album was, it'd get a look. It'd get the artist would get a look from him. He was hot as fish grease at one point. Um, he was the catalyst. He was the one that could close the bridge up and literally destroy everything when it comes to the ideology, the ideal of the music industry under various labels like Sony, UMG, RCA, etc. But Drake decided to not join Tidal, but he did some backhandedness and also did a deal with Apple, and that's when you had the OVO radio under Apple and not under Tidal. And that messed up a whole lot with them, even to the point of Kanye West being a sleeper cell, his Judas acting. Um he was a sleeper cell that he went to Tidal, but how do I say this? Kanye West's antsiness, his ability of not wanting to allow stuff to develop, caused more harm with Tidal than good, even though they needed him up under the umbrella with Tidal. So instead of it's kind of like, okay, if a business company or a business partner come out and said, "Hey, I got an idea for this great business. Um, we're going to sell cheeseburger franchise, and we're going to put them in these various locations. And in the process of us building this, we're going to operate at a loss. We're going to make these companies, we're going to operate in a negative, and let's say by the next 5 years, 5 to 10 years, this will be a multi-million, multi-billion dollar franchise if we can stick it in on a long haul." Kanye West is ready for it. Kanye West is cool with it in the beginning. He like, okay, cool. I'm gonna invest. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna build my campaign. I'm gonna promote. I'm gonna advertise. I'm gonna do X, Y, and Z. And then after a couple of years, like maybe 2 years, 3 years, he's like, dude, man, I'm not getting no return on this. Uh, things ain't going how I planned. And they like, yo, we already told you we was gonna be operating at a loss. We need 5 years, 5 to 10 years to show this turnaround. Just stick it in. Let's keep going. Let's keep grinding. Let's keep pushing. Kanye West just start Kanye Westing. He just start flipping out and, and doing Kanye West things. And he left. He removed himself from Tidal, and in the process of him removing himself from Tidal, it started to shift things with other people that were signed under Tidal as well. because everybody right now is on the hunt or on the fight of trying to grab the elite of the elite when it comes to music and putting them under at one point in time, because things have shifted now, but it was at a point they was trying to get the elite of the elite to be under one umbrella so they can get distribution on their own without having to have to deal with or have a contract with UMG and other musical companies, Sony and stuff like that. They want to do their own thing. Distribution is key at this point, especially in music. Distribution is what's going to help you to get your stuff out or outside of the country. It's going to help you to get commercials. It's going to help them to advertise and promote to various companies like on cable companies and sports agencies. Distribution is the heart and soul of you making a heavy bulk of your money and not just being a local artist. On top of, touring, because touring, you get the numbers up. The country starts seeing that the numbers are up with your music due to distribution, and the fans and the people want to see it. Then they like, okay, cool, we're down to do a negotiation or build a contract for you to come out and perform in our country, i.e., the situation with Chris Brown. That's how Chris Brown built up his situation. Even though it's Chris Brown, he's a great artist, performer, but that African show was insane. I think he did like 2 shows or something like that, 2 or 3 shows back to back, and every last one of them was sold out. So it's like you build that rapport. They love Chris Brown. So, and that's what other artists is also. And then everyone knows most artists get the bulk of their money from merchandise and touring. So, especially touring out of the country. That's why the Kendrick Lamar situation is so heavy and profound, because it's like, okay, you can call it what you want, opportunist. You can call it that he went for the higher up, and took a big chance and it won. It worked in his favor. That man is currently right now selling out. Every time I see them promote a video or something advertised about him, that show, that GNX tour, is selling out completely. Stadiums, not no arenas, not no little concert halls, not no hole in the wall location. All respects to them. We're talking about full blown stadiums being sold out. I saw videos like, yo, they playing Not Like Us, and people outside of the stadium he got the whole stadium rocking, and people can hear it dancing in the streets. You seen the NFL commercials. You seen the rollout, like the merchandise, SZA going crazy. Like that album is streaming very well. All of the videos over 1 million plus within hours of him releasing them. Like the dude killed it. All these numbers is going to reflect when he started to do his out of the country tour. So, and all it took was this so-called rap beef that happened. And everybody say, "Oh, he's an opportunist in this situation." You can say how you want to. It's up to you. It's your title to your opinion on how this thing really went. But if you know, you know. Mr. Morale and the Big Stepper didn't do as big numbers like all his other albums, but when it came to touring, Kendrick was killing it. That album is one of his most. I rate that album like maybe 1 or 2 between Section 80 and that album of like one of his best lines of work, in my opinion. But that's just me, you know what I'm saying? You can line them up and put them in order how you want to, but for me personally, it's like 1 or 2 next to like Section 80. Section 80 is always gonna be number one right now, but yeah, it's a tough one to beat. GNX is like, no, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers is definitely number 2. DNX probably like 4, and then damn. Anyway, but yeah, so Iceman is supposed to be coming out. I think his shots is gonna be aimed at Jay-Z because Jay-Z been playing in the background. Um, Jay-Z and Kendrick has a rapport with each other. Y'all already saw the lawsuit that Drake dropped about UMG probably doing backhand stuff in the background when it came to Kendrick. Um, and also I forgot what award show they was at when they was playing Not Like Us and they showed Beyonce and I think her daughter dancing to Not Like Us. And then you see I think it was the Grammys and Kendrick Lamar ended up winning like five of them, I believe, five Grammys or something like that, five or six. And it's an infamous picture of you seeing Lucius Grains from UMG and Jay-Z like dapping it up, smiling from ear to ear, grinning from ear to ear. It's I'm pretty sure with Drake, that image is like engraved in the back of his skull, bro. Hold on, let me see. Let me see if I can find it. Jay-Z and Lucius. How you spell this nigga name? Grange. Oh, they talking about they talking about Lucifer. Dang. Let me see. Let me see who's the owner. Owner of UMG. Oh, there you go. Okay, I spelled it wrong. Okay. It's a picture of him, Jay-Z, and Lucius Gray. Let me see. No, it wasn't that one. Apparently, they had a nice long relationship. It's more. Is this it right here? I think this one is right here. Uh, it's too blurry. I think this one's it though. Hold on. Uh, yeah, I think that is it because it got Drake. Hold on, let me see at the Grammys. Yeah, this here you go to this one. Yeah, it was at the Grammys when he got nominated. You see Kendrick, and then it's one down here, I think. I just clicked the same one again. Uh-uh. It's like the infamous video. It's a picture of him. Yeah, they go Dr. Dre, Swiss Beats, everybody high fiving with the Not Like Us situation. Where is, hold on, wait, go back. Dr. Dre and Lucius Grain high fiving. Oh, my bad, it was Dr. Dre. It wasn't, I thought it was Jay-Z. I sworn I saw one with Jay-Z and him high fiving it up, but my bad. But yeah, mm, let's see with um, I think with Kendrick, Lamar. Okay, well, no, it was Dr. Dre. It wasn't him. And how many Grammys did he win? Well, he had five of them boys. But yeah. But as I said, I think personally it's going to be something involving around um, Jay-Z because Jay-Z been playing in the background, kind of like I guess Coach K and this whole beef thing with Drake. And it comes to no surprise when it comes to Pusha T dropping his Pusha T and the Clips dropping a Let God Sort 'Em Out album is getting distribution by Rock Nation in this situation. But a lot of behind the scenes things are happening. And you got to think, like, again, like, I don't have no dog in this fight, but you got to also understand, like, you got people that put it like this, you got the people that's in the music industry that like to somebody quoted that too. They like to pacify the audience. They like to give them watered down hip hop and watered down versions of the music, and that's destroying what this thing is we grew up to love by pumping out like that whole little RC moment for me personally. I tapped out at that point. I think at that point I felt like we was at our lowest of lows when it came to music. The little RC joint and the Finesse two time, the little shorty that was with Finesse two times. Um, like Sexy Red and the Booty Hole Brown joint was like it was pivot moment. It was like we was at the peak destruction. We was at high peak destruction, and then all of a sudden, Lil RC and the Finesse two time kid came, and the avalanche just happened. Like it just started. Like yeah, I was tapped out at that point, and luckily, thank God, Kendrick showed up and showed out like he did. Because if he didn't, and let's just say Drake would have won this rap battle. Oh my God, I would have hated to see what was going to be the outcome of that mess. Um, it's a wait and see approach. The next play is on Drake. He got a lot riding on this. This album has a lot riding on it. Like you only lucked up because word on the street you jumped on Party Next Door album catered to the females, like what most people wanted you to do in the first place to keep, because everything else was failing. If y'all look back, every other hit that he was trying to do was failing massively. It wasn't hitting the same. Even No Face, I thought No Face was gonna take off with the music video and everything. I thought that was gonna take off, and it didn't. But the moment he dropped Nokia, that little that little sassy song, it took off. People loved it. They liked it in the club. It was perfect timing. It was like he was falling, and a piece of twig, he was able to grab onto a piece of twig and keep him from falling down. Now he trying to climb back up with Iceman. Bro, word of advice, man. If you hear this, if you see it, Drake, listen here. As a fan of yours, because I've been listening to you since comeback season, bro. I remember I literally met 40 giving out your mixtape at one of the universities in Canada before. It's like at a university, I mean. Like, dude, listen here and listen very clear. I'm kind of upset you even let season them go, but uh listen here real quick. I gotta say this, man. I gotta say it. Oh, I know you're gonna subliminal. It comes with the territory. I get it. I understand. A lot done happened to you over the last 2 year going on two. Um, you know, even with all of the allegations that was behind you, you was still rocking, bro. You survived the ghostwriting in debacle with Meek Mills. You you survived the what's buddy name? Dang, what is his name? The one that lost his foot. Oh Jesus, the dang. It was part of the ghostwriting part, but can't remember his name right now. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. He actually dropped some music too. Quentin Miller. You survived the Quentin Miller incident. You survived the Lil Yachty references tracks. You survived the Baby King references tracks. You survived the Quavo and the Amigos allegations of stealing their flowings. You survived even the incident on stage with the girl. You even survived the Pusha T story of Adida. Listen here, bro. You survived a lot. Your armor is chink beyond repair. I'm telling you this now, brother. I know you're gonna do your shots at Kendrick. Cool. Keep them at shots at Kendrick. It's little subliminals. We don't fake subliminals. Do fake subliminals. Don't even do blunt overt subliminals to Kendrick. Don't do it. Because that little Gemini, that boogeyman, I'm telling you, he still ain't done with you. And we still ain't got the deluxe album. On top of he didn't really drop his album. GNX was just a yeah, we hold my beer moment. He ain't really dropped a rollout album with PG Lane and everything. Listen here. Listen here and listen clear. Take your shots at Jay-Z. Take your shots at Meg the Stallion. Cause you know y'all had y'all point, even though she treated your soul on that what that snake, that Cobra song, she treated your soul. Spin the block over there. You feel me? Um Nico was no Kill wasn't really my taste of a song from you, but it is the summertime, so you know, keep it in that bop in that range in that area is pretty good. Like most Def said, you know, oh my God, look at all these SKUs. You make great elevator music. Hey, Passion Fruit Part 2 ain't bad right now. You know what I'm saying? It's not it wouldn't be a bad look right now. Um, I'm just saying play it safe, if you get what I mean. Play it safe. You got countless people you can take shots at. You got Rick Ross and the BBL Drizzy statements. That's a great one. A lot of content there. um, uh, mm, I would say Metro Boomin, but you kind of, I think y'all sort of pieced it up with Future in a sense, because you know Future really wasn't a part of this per se. So okay, cool. Um, you know, who else you can probably play around? Don't say nothing about Push. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's not a good look right now. Oh, Kanye West. Hey, great time right now. He came out with a dope little song. It was hitting. I get it. He's back on your coattail again. On and off. He tried to throw shots at Kendrick. Eh, y'all both have mutual enemies right now or differences with Lucius Grain and UMG. That would be a great fit right there. Um, yeah, talk about that area of things. And you know, take your shots at Jay-Z. Have your focus on Jay-Z and what he's doing in the background. Because anything else outside of that, playing around with Pusha is not a good moment, not a good time to do that right now. Um, Definitely not coming at Kendrick. I think he pretty much told you there is no round twos at this point. Game over. Like, yeah, his victory lap is already still in motion. Sold out arenas. Music is blasting. People still screaming out A minor. Yeah, leave that alone. Leave that part alone. Um, low hanging fruit. Maybe throw a subliminal at daylight, maybe, low hanging fruit, very low. But if you want to kick a person while they down or seeming like they're down, Meg the Stallion, with this situation with Tory and the allegations, of lying and stuff, that's, something that you can probably kick at, get a little whiff of some stuff going on. But for the most part, it's summertime, you know, give us summer vibes. Summer vibes. I don't want the karaoke's, but get a little bop, what I'm saying? We can have our, you know what I'm saying, our nice little short song with the white beaters on, enjoying the weather, going out to travel, you know, it'd be good for you. But all right, man, with that said, I've been on here like crazy. I only been on for like 2 hours. All right, y'all. One love, God bless. I ain't even get to the daggone. You know what? Can I do it tomorrow? No, I probably can't do it tomorrow. Friday, I'm finna do my research, gonna make sure I have a good little stream set up, and I'm gonna find all of the videos of like technology and technical advances that's in China that I feel that will be coming to China and Dubai. I'm going to show that stuff that I feel is going to be coming to the United States. I'm not going to tell y'all about the companies y'all should be looking at, but we're just going to look at some cool technology and y'all can see what's coming up on the horizon. And again, the things that I'm telling you, this ain't no stuff that's going to be 10, 20 years in the future. Like, no, this is now possibly coming in within the next 5 to 10 years. You might want to start doing your due diligence into looking into that stuff. But anywho, this your boy Double O. One love, God bless. Y'all be smooth out there, stay safe, and stay dangerous. Peace.